Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio.
Hi, Zaron.
Hey, Elizabeth.
How are you?
Good. I was just sitting over here watching Smokey and the Bandit 2, which is just the worst movie. And I love the Smokey and the Bandit series.
Sure.
But it's such a cash grab.
2 is so bad.
Oh my God, it's so bad. I mean, it's just terrible. But I love it for how terrible it is. So
I love that for you.
That's what I was doing. How are you been?
Good. Good-ish, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know what's ridiculous?
I do, Elizabeth.
Tell me.
Do you remember, I'm not sure if you were into this because it's I think it's some of those things like you usually need cousins or like some friends and you apparently
I have none.
Did neither. So the Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah.
Did you ever play with an Easy Bake Oven?
I had a classmate who had one. I went over to play at her house.
Did
and
you?
It's just basically like you stick batter under a light bulb.
An actual incandescent light bulb.
Yeah.
And that was the heating element.
Yeah.
And you'd pull out this like undercooked cake or like undercooked cookies. And then the kids would eat them while their parents were like, look at that. They're like little adults.
Yeah. I wanted one.
Yeah.
And my mom and my grandma were like, we have an oven. What's wrong with you?
It was a huge...
Bake me a cake.
It's in the Hall of Fame of toys. Like, even though it made really bad cake and cookies,
Yeah.
people loved it. And apparently, get this, Elizabeth, I got good news for you.
Uh-huh.
You can get your own because it's back.
Is it now?
I swear to God, Hasbro brought it back. And they just brought one out at the end of last year. And it was the hit of apparently the holiday season. It was only available from Walmart and it sold out.
Does it have AI?
No, it doesn't have AI, but it
Then
does.
I'm not interested.
They did update it with, quote, new retro modern style, colorful sprinkle lights, a built-in timer, upgraded baking tools, and new mixes featuring updated flavors.
Beef
and
tallow.
If you're wondering about the heating element, they don't use an incandescent light bulb anymore because you can't buy them.
Right.
At least in California. I don't know about the rest of the country, but we couldn't have them. And they have a miniature heating element. So I imagine it's like a coil of some kind.
Sure.
So there you go. And it's like almost like $45 at Walmart. They're sold out. You're going to have to wait for them to replenish.
I feel like you're dropping hints. Do you want one?
No, I just thought because you like cooking.
I'm a grown-ass woman
if I got you an Easy Bake
My
oven.
oven died a few months ago.
Really?
And then I got a new one.
Was it Easy Bake?
No. I got a new one that's awesome.
Is it? Is it one of those like induction everything?
Everything,
super cleans itself.
It does
it
all
tells
sorts
you
of
its
things.
own name. It's like call me
It
Alex.
texts me.
Does it really?
It zaps my Apple
kidding me?
Watch when the preheating's done.
A super smartphone?
I do.
Oh my God.
I just don't care anymore.
I'll
just hook everything up to everything. I don't care.
Your car texts you, your oven texts you. Does
my washer and dryer.
Washer and dryer text you. Your life is foreign to me.
It's so great. I feel like I'm in the Jetsons.
You're somewhere.
And then meanwhile, like LG is going through my phone.
With his like AI agents.
Stealing my credit card number. You know what? Who cares? I don't care.
I don't care anymore.
About anything anymore.
No, really.
There's no such thing as privacy.
No.
I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, money's a lie. There's no such thing as privacy.
Everything's an illusion.
I tell no one my real name. It's just...
Well, do you want to know what else is ridiculous?
I do.
Messing with the fish.
Ooh.
Oh. This is Ridiculous Crime, a podcast about absurd and outrageous capers, heists, and cons. It's always 99% murder-free and 100% ridiculous.
You damn right.
Oh, gosh, I know. Every now and then, when we stumble upon a crimer who is so perfect for this podcast, it hurts.
Yes, those are great moments.
A poster child for ridiculous crime.
I'm so key.
So someone who embodies all the best parts of the crimes and the criminals that we love. And today I have that for you.
Oh, yes.
This has San Francisco, art crime, prison escapes, casinos, courtroom drama, beach fights,
Are you kidding me?
and trout fraud.
What?
I could weep.
That last one did not expect that.
I could weep. I've been in a real funk lately, like clinically funky.
Okay.
And this story, this criminal, has lifted my dark mood like you wouldn't believe.
He's like George Clinton. He re-enlivened your funk.
Yes, he did. He really did. It's like the universe saw my plight, saw that my light had gone out, and said, not so fast, lady host. Help is on the way. So let's get right to this.
Please.
This guy is named Luke Brugnara.
Luke Brugnara.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says he's often called Lucky Luke because he was so lucky in business and life.
Oh, is this like when I tell people I often been called Dizzy?
Yes, very much so. You have to be very careful when you try and give yourself a nickname. He has a website, brugnaracorp.com.
Naturally.
Please indulge me while I read to you from his bio on there.
Oh, I'd love this. Go, please.
Luke is a fourth-generation San Franciscan, growing up in the Sunset District, attending Holy Name Grammar School, where he was student counsel and editor of the newspaper and yearbook, which Luke began for Holy Name School, and then attended St. Ignatius Preparatory for high school, where Luke competed in track setting records in the long jump, which stand today. Luke won the Jesse Owens National Invitational in Houston at 13 years old and Los Angeles, 14 years old, jumping 17 feet 6 inches and 21 feet, respectively, winning the national championships. Luke also set the national accuracy fly casting record for the American Casting Association at 14 years old in Columbus, Ohio, casting a perfect score, 100, in the fly accuracy, which still stands today as the national record.
I don't believe any of this. Wait, I mean, some of the early details, but 21 feet at 14 years old is ridiculous. As a long jumper?
It's 100% ridiculous. This is a grown man on his corporation's website is telling us all the things he did as a child.
And making them up or exaggerating
Nobody cares.
Lucky Luke.
Yeah. So I could honestly read the whole thing,
Yeah.
but let me paraphrase some other highlights. He went to San Diego State.
Okay.
He ran track there and was amazing.
Naturally. I was going to ask.
Yeah, no. He went to San Francisco Law School.
Wait, he didn't set more records in his track
career?
career?
It was just like, it was amazing, and he was too good for the Olympics.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him compete anymore.
Yeah, you're too good, you got to get off the track.
Let someone else shine, buddy.
He didn't go to USF, University of San Francisco, or like UC San Francisco, which used to be called Hastings. He went to San Francisco Law School. And it's not accredited by the American Bar Association.
I've never heard of that, yeah.
And its California bar pass rate is pretty dismal.
Okay.
But it does have other interesting alums.
It does exist.
It does exist. Oscar Zeta Acosta, the inspiration for
yes.
Dr. Gonzo in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, he went there.
The Brown Buffalo?
Former California Governor Pat Brown.
Whoa.
Father of
Jerry?
former governor and all-around awesome guy Jerry
Brown's
Brown.
dad.
Jerry Brown's dad
yes.
went there. And Charles Gary. Now, if you ever have the desire to go down a rabbit hole, he's worth looking into.
Who's Charles Gary? I don't know
saw
that
a
name.
documentary about him a couple years ago. He was an Armenian guy who was chief counsel for the Black Panthers and a bunch of other really like famous and infamous groups.
Oh, do know this guy, actually.
Super interesting
Yes.
guy. Yeah. So Charles Gary, it was Garabedian. That was his last name,
yeah.
and he changed it. Anyway, so that's where Luke went to law school. He worked as an investment banker after graduating. I don't think he passed the bar or took the bar, maybe. Because the California bar has no record of him when I ran the search.
He went into M&A, Elizabeth. It was all about mergers and acquisitions.
Exactly. Still got to pass the bar for that one. In 1990, he married his college girlfriend.
Okay.
And in 1992, he formed the Brugnara Corporation. He has 4 kids, Luke II,
Lucky Luke Jr.
Vincent,
Okay.
Lauren, and Brianna. And according to the website, the boys are also involved in the business. How up to date is the website? I don't know.
No one knows.
Let me give you some more direct quotes from his website. This is so good. Luke has royal lineage.
Of course.
With Habsburg bloodline on both his mother's and father's side. So you're like,
He's an inbred Habsburg? That's a double, I think. They were kind of known for.
Hannibal Brugnara, Luke's great-grandfather times 4, was the Archduke of the Habsburg Holy Roman Empire from 1760 to 1796. On his mother's side, Pellegrini de Miramon, Luke's great-grandparents, were the Marquess and Marquesa of Catalonia, Barcelona in the 17th to early 20th century. It was a long time.
That's a big
They
spread.
lived a long time. They were like biblical years.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
They're like the biblical elders.
Luke I'll continue. Luke was bestowed honorary 33rd degree by Sovereign Grand Commander of the Freemasons, Henry Clausen, in 1993. Luke's maternal great-grandfather times 2 is Alexander Morrison, founder of the venerable law firm Morrison Forster, who was a San Francisco civic luminary and judge who endowed the Academy of Sciences, Morrison Planetarium, and UC Berkeley Library, Morrison Library. Here's a fun fact about Morrison Forster.
Please.
Everyone refers to it as MoFo.
Really?
Yeah, they lean into it.
Yeah.
Their website is even mofo.com.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's more. This will be important later in the bio.
It was important to me then.
I know. Luke and his family have lived in Seacliff for the past 21 years
Nice
and Las
neighborhood.
Vegas. Luke purchased his Seacliff estate from Cheech Marin in 2000. Luke leased his 25,000 square foot Las Vegas mansion to Michael Jackson in 2008 for $1 million for 6 months. Luke's house was the largest home in Las Vegas at that time. Like, everything is the best, the biggest, the most expensive.
It's a little familiar. But also, it's like an 11-year-old lying to you.
Yes, exactly. So for those not in the know, Seacliff is a neighborhood in San Francisco. It's west of the Presidio, right on the Pacific Ocean, just outside the Golden Gate.
Yes.
And in fact, most homes there have views of the Golden Gate Bridge, but looking at it into the bay, not the other way around.
Exactly.
The views are magnificent.
Beautiful.
And Cheech Marin, of course, is the actor/comedian best known as one half of Cheech and Chong.
And then also Nash Bridges,
And
right?
for his work on Nash Bridges set in San Francisco.
Which you were familiar with personally.
Yeah, I used to heckle them when I would see them. I think I've told this here.
You may have.
I may have. When I would see him and Don Johnson filming on the streets, I would yell, "Dad," to Don Johnson. And it happened a lot, and it really annoyed him.
But it made Cheech smile,
But
right?
it made Cheech thought it was funny.
Because he's the comedian.
Like
so.
the 5th or 6th time that it happened over the course of like months. Dad! No, Dad, please! Look this way, I'm here. Anyway.
This time, please look, Dad.
I miss you. So Cheech's place in Seacliff was right on the water. And in fact, there's this crazy zigzagging steep stairway down said cliff to the water below. You can check the house out on Zillow.
Can you?
224 Seacliff Avenue.
I will look it up.
The stairway I mentioned is illegal, by the way. Never got permits. I don't think Cheech was the one who put it in.
Probably not. Probably all
I think he does
it.
things on the up and up. So how did we get here?
How did we get here?
How did Luke become Lucky Luke? Let's go back to 1993.
Oh.
Back when he became a Mason.
Yeah.
That's when Luke bought a note for $1.5 million in bankruptcy court for the Crest building at 939 Market Street in San Francisco. It was originally the Pantages Theater in its iteration, and then it became a Crest department store.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what it was when Luke picked it up, offices maybe. Anyway, he foreclosed on the former owner, then got a $3 million loan using the note, which made him $1.5 million upon close at escrow. And he just kept buying buildings downtown.
Oh, that one actually worked. Interesting.
So in 1995, he bought 735 Market Street. I used to work next door when Mother Jones was located at 731 Market. That's another fun fact for you.
Dude, I love these fun facts.
So he bought 735 Market for $2.4 million and sold it 2 years later for $5.25 million.
Where's he getting this credit?
Tidy profit. I don't know. He told SF Gate, quote, "The plan is to keep buying. I'm only 32 years old, and I'm going to buy as many properties as I can in the Central Business District in downtown San Francisco for as long as I can." He's like, "We're going to run out of buildings, folks, till I own everything." So he's 32 years old, and he owns 500,000 square feet of office space in the city.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's nuts. That's wild.
He said that he was worth $100 million and that he amassed it in just 4 years.
And that's back when you wanted office space in downtown San
and when
Francisco.
it was in high demand, not like now. What's interesting too is he has all this royal lineage, he says, but his dad was like a supervisor at juvenile hall. So he didn't come from money.
That's why I was wondering where the credit line came from.
I don't know.
Maybe his Freemason friends.
Perhaps. According to SF Gate, quote, Brugnara's strategy, quote, "I'm going after any deal that's available because there's not much money available right now for borrowers, and I'm in a good position because I don't have anyone to answer to. Of course, I surround myself with the best people to help me make the right decision."
I'm like a shark. I never sleep.
But things weren't always on the up and up.
No. It seemed so much on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, in 2000, he had to pay more than $1 million in fines and penalties for letting tenants at the Post Street Medical and Dental building he owned illegally dispose of syringes and gauze pads.
Oh, God.
Like, they're supposed to be sealed and locked away before being removed by a licensed biohazardous waste disposal company.
He's like, look, there's holes in the wall. Just slide them in there. Instead, like old razors.
Just like, throw it in the regular trash. I'm not paying for that.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was
trash.
like in the building. It was like, make it the trash guy's problem.
It was in the dumpsters, yeah. Make the needles the trash guy's problem. Ooh. According to SF Gate, quote, Brugnara had argued in court that city officials were unfairly targeting him after he made unflattering comments about them in a San Francisco magazine.
Well, that's just dumb right there.
That's what the judge was not buying it. He's like, that's just dumb right there. He said
legal ruling? That's just dumb right there.
He said Brugnara had, quote, no credibility, and his testimony must be, quote, rejected in its entirety as being untrustworthy.
I'm with the judge.
Yeah, he's just not having it. In 1999, Luke tried to get into the casino business.
Oh, no.
He bought the Silver City Casino on the Strip in Las Vegas. It's a couple blocks down from Circus.
Okay.
He paid $31.5 million for the building.
Did he get the casino or just the hotel?
Well, he got both, the whole structure.
He got the whole thing, okay.
I think
that's a key distinction.
But I don't think there was a full hotel. It was like, I think it was more of a locals place.
Okay.
Mandalay Resort Group was leasing the space at the time. And then Luke took it over, but he didn't have a gaming license. So the place closed down on Halloween 1999. All 150 employees found themselves out of work.
You would think he would get that first.
Well, because like Luke, he applied for a gaming license in August of 1999, but he was still undergoing a pre-licensing investigation.
Sure, yeah.
So no casino.
Nevada takes that stuff seriously.
He wanted to redo the whole thing anyway. He's like, I want to tear this thing down. I want to build a San Francisco-themed resort on this property.
No one wants that.
Now, there was already a Walgreens. No one wants that.
No.
There was already a Walgreens on the property that he'd have to build around for some reason.
That'd be very San Francisco.
But, yeah, right. And everything is locked up inside of it. But he thought he'd have everything running up by like 2002.
Oh, God.
So 3 years. Here's the thing. The Nevada Gaming Commission denied his gaming license in a unanimous decision.
Ooh.
Per the Las Vegas Sun newspaper, one of the best to ever do it, quote, major concerns were poor financial record keeping, allegations Brugnara had failed to file tax returns with the Internal Revenue Service from 1992 to 1996, run-ins with San Francisco city regulators over alleged building code violations, and issues from Brugnara's personal life, particularly on allegations that Brugnara had made several death threats to associates and government officials.
Death threats?
Yeah.
I like how like they dug everywhere. Like they went and looked at everything.
They don't play.
No,
oh my
I
God,
know they're serious, but I didn't realize they're so investigative. That's great.
So Luke was like, you know what? I'm going to sue you.
Of course.
I'm going to sue you. Sue me, sue you.
And his settlement is like, you'll give me the license?
Well, he said he talked to Joe Aliotto, and I've mentioned him on here before. Former San Francisco mayor, big-time lawyer, tough guy.
Totally. Had the office in North Beach?
Yeah. So San Francisco Italian-American to San Francisco Italian-American. These two guys, they start talking. Joe said he thought Luke had a case. At least that's what Luke was telling people. Look, Joe Aliotto said, I got this. He didn't sue, but he did try again. And I guess you have to wait a year before reapplying.
Okay.
But if you get denied, you almost never get it on subsequent attempts.
Especially if it's unanimous.
Unanimous, and this stuff that you can't like explain or erase.
No, and they wouldn't have replaced that many on the commission that quick.
No,
so they'd be like, didn't we already do this? You're wasting my time.
Exactly. So he sold the casino and the surrounding property in 2002. The new owners tore everything down and built a Ross Dress for Less. They paved paradise, put up a dress for less. Ooh,
my mother
bop,
would
bop.
be happy.
Oh yeah, she'd be so stoked. So this is around the time that Luke bought Cheech's house.
Okay.
When he bought it, he got a glimpse of Cheech's art collection. Like, Cheech Marin is a serious collector.
Yeah, great collector.
In fact, he has one of the largest and most important private collections of Chicano art anywhere in the world. More than 700 pieces, and he loans it out for exhibition, and he actually now has pledged it to the Cheech Marin Center for Chicano Arts and Culture in Riverside, California.
Oh, you're going to have the great museum then?
Yeah. So he has absolutely incredible pieces, and one that stood out at the Seacliff home is this huge, breathtaking painting by Diego Rivera.
Oh, nice.
So Brugnara, he sees all this impressive artwork. He wants it for himself.
Naturally.
Not that work, though. Like, instead of Chicano art, he started collecting more of the old masters. From a Forbes article, quote, though Marin's taste ran to 20th century Latin American artists like Diego Rivera, Brugnara prefers the pure apolitical craftsmanship of 16th and 17th century painters. And so, you know, he goes on to tell Forbes,
of course, he likes the apolitical
that
stuff.
he finds great value in portraits of Jesus.
Oh.
And this is what he said to Forbes magazine, quote, most of the great dealers are Jewish. That's not a bad thing, but it's a fact. And it's not their top priority to promote Jesus Christ. What the hell? I don't even know what to do with that.
My brain went three ways.
Oh my God. And as I always like to say, I'm just going to leave it lay where Jesus flaying it.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's what we're going to do with that. So 2003, Brugnara bought a painting, Christ Carrying the Cross, for $500,000.
Okay.
And it was supposed to have been painted by this minor Renaissance artist named Gianfrancesco di Manieri. Luke didn't accept that. He was like, you know what? That looks like a Da Vinci to me.
Yes.
So
I knew it was either Michelangelo or Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Right to the top.
One of the Ninja Turtles did this one. So Christie's, the auction house that sold it to him, was like, well, you know, if you really think it's a Leonardo, reach out to a very well-respected Italian guy we know. He's 75 years old, retired professor. His name's Carlo Pedretti. He's a Leonardo expert.
He lives in Florence. Great guy.
Yeah. And like when he saw what Luke had, he's like, I'm a little interested in this. In fact, I'm a little familiar. He's like, there are 3 others just like it that I think might be the work of like one of Leonardo's studio assistants. Maybe Leonardo, but probably.
Yeah, like the backup Mona Lisa.
Luke is stoked. He's so fired up. So he hires Pedretti to do research to back it all up. And he sends him a check for $5,000. But then Luke finds out that even the hint of Leonardo, not even like confirmation of it, could drive the price up. So Pedretti, he's on vacation during the summer and not working fast enough for Luke's taste. So according to Forbes, quote, he decided he didn't want to wait for Pedretti's opinion and stop payment on the check.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he sold it. No, he's like, stop payment. I don't need that
because he
bozo.
wants to go sell it. So
of course, but I thought
the Brugnara Corporation website says the company owns, quote, a significant fine art collection, including old masters, Raphael, Caravaggio, Da Vinci, Del Sarto, Titian, and Rubens, modern and impressionist, Picasso, Van Gogh, Soutine, Monet, Degas, and Cézanne, contemporary, Pollock, Warhol, Lichtenstein, de Kooning, Helmween, and Ramos. They also say that Leonardo da Vinci's Christ Carrying the Cross, circa 1500, is valued at over $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Brugnara Corporation's fine art collection is valued at over $3 billion.
The $1 billion would be a record. Like, that's double the most expensive Leonardo painting now.
Yes.
And that was then.
Yeah.
Like, who does he think he's lying to?
Himself, probably. So, who knows? Let's take a break, and upon our return, we're going to up the legal ante.
Yes.
Zaron.
I love when dumb people lie.
Oh my God.
This is
so good. It's so good because it's just like, no, keep going.
Yeah. Say
what
more.
Else?
Say words.
What else? $3 trillion? How about that?
Exactly.
Is that what your sofa's worth? Okay. So 2008 was rough on a lot of people.
Yeah.
There was that whole financial crisis thing. Like, thanks subprime mortgages. Thanks derivatives. 2008 was rough for Luke Brugnara, but not for those reasons. Although I'm guessing his finances and his real estate
holding
didn't have too smooth a ride. No, 2008 is when things started to catch up with him. We always say that you shouldn't lie to the FBI.
Oh, yes, we do.
You also shouldn't lie to the IRS.
Another good one not to lie to.
Luke lied to the IRS.
Oh.
Yeah. He caught 3 counts.
The irony of that is they'll refer you to the FBI.
Exactly. He caught 3 counts in April of 2008 for filing false income tax returns back in 2000, 2001, 2002. Remember, he went a stretch without filing at all.
Yeah.
Because he had all those properties, remember? In those 3 years, 2000 through 2002. He sold a bunch of properties, and on each sale, he made a profit.
Okay.
And he neglected to report those gains on his federal income tax.
Ooh, so he was filing at this point, and then just
saying like,
I don't know how that happened.
I didn't make it.
It was in my S corp. It wasn't me.
Exactly. So he got those charges, but a few days later, a grand jury hit him with more noise. On April 10th, 2008, Luke Brugnara and his corporation, Brugnara Corporation, they get charged with 4 counts of, quote, taking steelhead trout in violation of the Endangered Species Act, and 2 counts of making a false statement during the course of the investigation.
Diversify your bonds, son. Diversify your crimes.
So it seems Luke intentionally blocked the flow of Little Arthur Creek, a watershed for steelhead. So there's this private dam called Pickles Dam, after the original homesteaders in the 1800s, on some property that Luke bought just outside of Gilroy, California.
Oh, yeah.
Garlic capital
Festival,
of the world.
yeah.
So he purposefully closed the portal on the dam, and it was known that steelhead trout migrated upstream of the dam on the property. They struggled all the way up from the Pacific Ocean at Monterey Bay through fields and everything else.
Horny as hell, trying to get to their breeding ground.
And there's a threatened species. Why are they threatened?
Why are they threatened, Elizabeth?
Thank you. Well, folks like Luke were blocking off the waterways like Little Arthur Creek with dams.
Okay.
So state and federal fish and wildlife investigators, they went to check it out, and they saw a bunch of adult steelhead trapped downstream of the dam. They couldn't migrate upstream to their spawning habitat. And a federal fisheries biologist, he took a look and were like, these trout are essential to the survival of the species due to their low number found in the Pajaro River watershed.
Okay.
And Pajaro is how, locally we pronounce it. It's Pajaro.
Yeah.
Either way. So they had to be rescued and moved upstream. They had to gather them up.
Yeah, save the salmon.
So the rescue team arrives to move the steelhead upstream. And investigators are like, there are no fish here. They're gone. And then they also found evidence of poaching and trapping activities. So it wasn't just that he blocked dammed it up. He was, netting them in.
Yeah, he was scooping in.
So they're like, we have to talk to the property owner, and that's Luke. And he was like, I didn't take the fish. No, and I have no idea. Did you? He's like, I don't even have the kind of lure that you would need that's capable of catching steelhead trout.
Yes.
He caught the fish. He had the lures. Like, he was lying.
He's got the nets in his truck.
He's lying to federal fish and wildlife.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is that this case is the first federal criminal case in the country charging an individual and corporation with taking steelhead trout by blocking access to upstream habitat. First, best, most important.
Dude, he got one. They finally got one on record.
So it should be noted that in 2024, after decades of hard work by local fishing and environmental organizations, Pickles Dam was removed.
Oh, is it part of like the Oroville Dam and the Pickles Dam?
Yeah, Trout Unlimited raised the bulk of the funds, coordinated the work. In a press release, they said, quote, this work removed the dam, its non-functional fish ladder, a concrete slab, and restored some 300 feet of stream channel, enabling subsurface water to rise and flow upstream of the dam in the dry season for the first time in decades.
Heck yeah.
Now that the dam is gone, TU will manage the construction of a pedestrian bridge over the creek on the project side to enable continued access for the property owner.
Very cool.
So there's this was a huge thing. There's all this video of them tearing it down.
I remember friends posting videos on Instagram, and they're excited about there's numerous dam teardowns in California going on right now. And people getting geeked about it.
Oh, and it's a cool thing to watch, and it was such a huge effort. I'm pretty sure Luke's not the property owner anymore. So back in 2008, he pulled another stunt with that creek. He tried to sell the water in it to the city of Gilroy.
Okay.
Now, according to the Gilroy Dispatch, the city administrator, quote, called the entire premise of the proposition puzzling because, he wrote, it seems like Brugnara is trying to profit off the way water currently flows. Water coming down Mount Madonna flows into Little Arthur Creek on Brugnara's 112-acre property along Redwood Retreat Road, and then feeds the Uvis Creek before percolating into the aquifer below Gilroy. Instead of paying the Santa Clara Valley Water District $2.4 million a year to pump nearly 3 billion gallons of water from the aquifer, which it helps replenish by releasing water from the Uvis Reservoir. Brugnara has offered to sell, quote, his water in arrears for $300,000 a year for the first 2 years, and then a 15% markdown from the district's prevailing rate thereafter.
Okay.
And the article goes on, but if the water already leaves Brugnara's property and travels down Uvis Creek, along with the district's artificially released water, why would the city pay him on top of the water district?
Thank you.
Simple, Brugnara has said, dump the godlike district and just pay him instead.
The godlike district.
Yeah, he quote godlike district.
I want to be the godlike water figure. This is like an old Western where he's doing dams and trying to sell water downstream.
So the city was like, big nope. Reject the offer, and Luke goes into a tizzy. He starts threatening people.
Okay.
He accuses everyone of corruption, and the city's like, you know what? That's crazy because we're still not interested. And so he's awaiting. Well, he's doing this while he's awaiting trial on all this other stuff, on the tax stuff and on the trout stuff.
Did he learn nothing from Vegas? It's like
nothing. And so he gets tangled up in a whole new legal mess. It's not so new. He'd been accused of these sort of things in the past, as we talked about, threatening people. So in October of 2008, 4 different people got restraining orders against him.
4?
I told you 2008 was rough, right?
Apparently. 2
of those people were employees at his children's school.
Oh my goodness.
They said that Luke forced another parent off the road with his car. And they said that he was known to carry weapons. Now,
dear Lord,
while I believe they mean a gun, I prefer to imagine like nunchucks or maybe a mace.
A Morning Star.
Or maybe his
like a ball on a chain.
Maybe his fists are registered lethal weapons.
You know they are. Come on, Elizabeth.
Anyway, like I said, he had a history of this sort of thing. He once threatened a city attorney, a court-appointed receiver, his brother, his former mistress and their child.
Former mistress.
Yeah.
And their child. He had an outside child. Okay.
It was alleged that he threatened a witness to alter her testimony before the Nevada Gaming Commission.
Wow.
And then said witness already had a restraining order in place when he did this. So he later pleaded guilty to tax fraud and trout fraud. And then he tried to retract his pleas, but they wouldn't let him. And then he did. And then it went back and forth.
He tried to do a take back on a legal plea.
Yeah, exactly. He eventually gets sentenced to 30 months in federal prison. He got out in 2012. 2 years later, he's back at it, baby. March 2014, he arranged to buy $11 million worth of paintings and other works of art from a dealer named Rose Long.
Okay.
$11 million.
$11 million worth of paintings.
Paintings.
So now he's in the art business.
Artwork, yeah. He said that they were for display in his museum.
His museum.
So a couple notes on this. One, he didn't have that kind of money in 2014.
I'm guessing not. He just got out of prison.
And 2, he didn't have a museum.
That was my main question. Yeah. What museum?
Long was not aware of either of those notes. And since it was going to museum and not a private collection, Long's like, I'll give you a 10% discount. That's fabulous.
Oh, okay.
Luke was like, thank you so much. That's great. Also, I'm not going to pay for shipping. Okay, thanks, bye. So he bought, quotes, 16 paintings by Willem de Kooning, the Dutch-American abstract expressionist, for about $7 million for those. He threw down $3 million for a Degas sculpture, another $450,000 for a painting by American realist artist George Lux, $160,000 for a drawing by Miro, and $145,000 for etchings by Pablo Picasso, baby.
Etchings, okay. It's all you can afford. He's like, I'll take the etchings.
Exactly. So Long, of course, is like, okay, give me a deposit. Give me a little upfront before delivery. And Luke's like, no, that's not going to work for me. Thank you. Okay, thanks, bye. He was like, don't forget, I bought expensive stuff from you before. He bought a Renoir for $500,000 and another Picasso drawing.
Oh, really? He legitimately did that.
In the past.
Okay.
And so he's like, I'm good for it.
Yeah.
She's like,
come on, baby, you know me.
She's like, so, okay, fine, I'm in. So she gets all the pieces prepared for shipping. And she personally escorts them to San Francisco, where the museum's supposed to be. And so she and the art arrive, and they make their way to the address of the museum, 224 Seacliff Avenue, the former Cheech house.
Yeah.
So about that museum, he told Long that he was opening a museum in San Francisco. She said that she hadn't heard anything about a new museum opening in San Francisco. He's like, oh, did I say San Francisco? It's actually going to be in Las Vegas. So I slip up sometimes. It's easy.
They're both Spanish words.
Exactly.
San Francisco, Las Vegas. Who knows?
She didn't want to just leave more than $10 million in art in the garage of a house.
Yeah.
But what else could she do? I mean, take them back with her? Of course. But no, she left them at the Seacliff house.
Okay.
Luke told her that he wanted to inspect the art when it came in.
So open the crates.
Yeah, but when Long and the art arrived, he was like, oh, I can't. I'm busy. I have an appointment to view some property this morning. Sorry, I can't make it.
I'm double booked.
I'm triple booked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Long left the house without the crates being opened.
Uh-huh.
And then she also left without getting paid. And then so what she did get was a lawyer. But then so did Luke. Luke's like, sue me, sue you.
For what grounds can he sue?
His argument was that the art was all a gift. She just gifted this to me. And I'm sorry, but no takebacks.
No backsies?
No backsies.
$10 million
it was a
of
gift.
art?
She's so generous. Kay, thanks, bye.
She loves me.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm lucky Luke. What can I say?
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Your Honor.
So Luke also told his lawyer that the pieces were, quote, unauthenticated and not worth much.
Unauthenticated. Can you imagine being this dude's lawyer?
And
he's telling you all of his stuff, and you're like, don't tell me that part.
So
That's
his
a crime.
lawyer, Long's lawyer, they're going back and forth. Yeah, he's like, la, 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 puts his fingers in his ears. The lawyers are going back and forth. Luke's lawyer was like, you know what? Only 4 crates were delivered and then a small box. And Luke was like, you know what? I'll return the gifts that you gave me, but I want something in return.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. So negotiations are at a standstill. So Long's legal team went to the FBI.
Good for her.
The FBI searched the Seacliff house in May of 2014, took custody of 4 of the crates from the garage. None had ever been opened.
Thank goodness.
So in the crates, we have the Miro drawing, the Picasso etchings, the de Kooning pieces, the Luke's painting.
Yeah.
By the way, there's a real possibility that all the de Koonings were fake, but that's another story.
Intentionally counterfeit? She didn't know?
She may not have known, yeah.
Wow.
So the 5th crate, but I mean, here's the thing. We talk about enough art crime. Mm-hmm. I think most of it's fake.
I generally...
A good percentage.
Yeah, I err on the side of, that's probably fake.
It's probably fake. So that 5th crate, right? The one with the bronze casting of the Degas Little Dancer statue, nowhere to be found. So it was on. The FBI is like, this tastes good.
Now we got a case.
I love this.
We got a case.
Luke gets charged with a bunch of different counts of fraud, taken into custody. We're going to trial, people. Luke, however, was going to freedom. So in February of 2015, right before the trial started, Luke made an escape.
What?
The judge gave him a 3-hour furlough so that he could change out of his prison garb and into a suit and street clothes to meet up with his lawyer at the federal building in Oakland.
Oh, sure.
And instead, he just made a run for it. He just took off.
Slow boat to China?
For 6 days, he evaded the feds.
6 days?
When he was caught, he was hanging out in Los Gatos, which is at the edge of the Santa Cruz Mountains between San Jose and Santa Cruz, if you need some sort of orientation there. And he had a perfectly good explanation for it.
He took the wrong road.
No. See, he'd been held at the Glen Dyer jail in Oakland. So they're like, oh, okay, I get it. No. It's the one that's closed down now. It's above police headquarters right next to the freeway with the slits for windows.
Downtown, basically.
So it wasn't just that it was Glen Dyer jail. It was that he was being starved there, malnourished. He said he was being malnourished. And he was going to come back for trial. He was honest, but he just nipped out for a bite to eat.
In Los Gatos.
In Los Gatos, 50 miles away.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Multiple freeways.
So his lawyer withdrew representation.
I knew it. How do you be his lawyer?
He's just like, nope.
You're going to ruin my career just by being your lawyer.
Yeah, they're like, why? He's like, ethical reasons.
Yeah, I cannot
and so
zealously defend this.
They bring in a replacement lawyer. And then the replacement lawyer is like, yeah, I can't. I have to withdraw representation for ethical reasons.
So is it not a public defender? He's still paying,
He's
right?
Still paying. And they're just like, no.
Opting out.
So who's going to be his lawyer, Zaron?
Himself?
A fool. Luke represented himself.
Yes! Oh my God. Because I remember suddenly he went to law school.
The trial was very chaotic.
I bet.
Very unhinged. Went on for 2 weeks.
The judge walked out with white hair. Came in with black hair. Walked out with white hair.
Let's take a break. And when we come back, courtroom drama. Yeah. Welcome back, Zaron.
Oh my God, am I excited about this?
We go now to the trial of Luke Brugnara.
Yes.
An appeals judge would later write in his ruling, quote, "This isn't a judge's ruling."
Yeah, this is the appeal. So he's looking at another judge's work and going like,
he comes back,
whoa,
and
you're
this
still
is like,
on this?
this is, okay, quote, "From the moment his trial began, Brugnara's behavior could be described as appalling." And then it just goes from there.
Old death threat Brugnara?
Right? So apparently when government attorneys objected, he would just keep talking right over them like he didn't hear them. He talked over and interrupted the judge. Like, yeah, I'm going to need you to hold it a second. I'm still not done.
Judge.
When he would be told to settle down, he would just yell louder.
Oh.
He ignored procedure. He gave speeches when he was supposed to be questioning witnesses.
Is he trying to get his case thrown out? Like, is he going for like a mistrial?
he's
just Brugnara.
He's luking it up.
Yeah.
And he tried to sneak in evidence during questioning that had already been ruled inadmissible. He was rude. He was Luke.
He was lucky Luke.
So Zaron, close your eyes.
Oh, yes.
I want
My
you
eyes
to
are closed.
picture it. You are a bailiff in the federal courthouse in San Francisco. You've been on the job for more than a decade, and you've seen a lot. You're standing by the bench as the judge welcomes everyone back into court after a recess. The murmured conversations die down, and the judge tells the prosecution that they can call their next witness. The government attorney stands and calls some commercial real estate broker to the stand. A man in a fine suit and expensive haircut approaches, and you swear him in. Brugnara stands and begins to question the witness. The U.S. attorney calls out, "Your Honor, that's her witness." The judge bangs his gavel and warns Brugnara to sit down. Brugnara stares at the U.S. attorney, looks her up and down, and then tells her that she dresses like a Nazi. "Enough!" shouts the judge. "This whole trial has been wild, crazier than anything you've ever seen." Brugnara says something about how bossy the U.S. attorney is and that the judge should just lend her his robe, seeing how she's running things in here. You cringe in anticipation of the judge's ire. He threatens Brugnara with contempt of court. Brugnara ignores him and just sits back down. The gallery whispers to each other, and the judge bangs his gavel again. After questions from the U.S. attorney, it's time for cross-examination. This is bound to be good, you think. Brugnara asks the guy if he would still be able to obtain financing through his company if he were acquitted. The witness chuckles a bit and then says, "Absolutely not." Brugnara doesn't like this. He asks the question again, telling the witness to really think about what he's saying. The witness repeats himself. "Absolutely not. We would not finance you." Brugnara tells him they go way back and that there are a lot of things the witness should consider before he makes that kind of statement. The U.S. attorney objects. Sustained. Brugnara tries one more time. The witness stares Brugnara down. Then he says, "You'd have a better chance of successfully doing brain surgery than placing a loan for a museum of which you'd be the landlord and tenant." Muffled chuckles fill the courtroom. The judge bangs his gavel again and then announces that they're done for the day. They'll resume at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Everyone begins to file out of the courtroom, but then Brugnara loses it. He starts shouting about how he built himself up from nothing and that the court and the government are going to cost him a valuable business relationship. People stop in their tracks to listen to this insane tirade. The judge looks at you and nods. You head over to Luke Brugnara and you take him by the arm. "You're done here today, buddy," you say. "Get your hands off me," he shouts, spittle forming at the corners of his mouth. The attorney assigned to oversee him and assist him if necessary quickly shuttles him off to the side room. You have another week of this madness and you aren't sure you can take it. People just do not wild out like this in federal court. You can't even read the paper in the gallery. Decorum is everything. And somehow this guy keeps getting away with it. Ack. Right, so Zaron.
I like the Kathy axe.
I
mean, you just painted it well, so I can't imagine. But did you imagine sitting through day after day of that guy
2 weeks
running as his own lawyer? And you're like, look, we all know you're going to lose. Can we just speed this up? Like,
exactly. And he's insulting everybody.
Yes.
And told the U.S. attorney you dress like a Nazi.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Interrupting the judge. You had me at interrupting the
right?
judge. Like, hey, pipe down, Your Honor.
The trial keeps going on. Luke was like, I don't have that missing Degas sculpture that we all keep talking about. You go on and on. So first he was like, it was never shipped to me. She never gave it to me. But then the prosecutors easily prove that to be false because they have all the shipping records. And he's like, okay, fine.
I'm sure she had preparators helping her.
Fine, it did get delivered, he says. But I have these workmen at the house, and they mistook the crate containing the Degas for a toilet, and they stole it. You know, as you do.
Wait, were they trying to steal a toilet, or did they recognize it was Degas later? I mean,
anytime you see a crate, you're like, that must have a toilet in it,
probably
and I have to steal it.
And that's worth at least $60 on the open market.
There it is. So they could take it over to the flea market. So he went on this long rant then about how all the art was fake and worthless anyway. And so they asked him, had you had it appraised and authenticated? He's like, no, of course not.
And they brought out the appraiser.
So his assessment was like based on vibes. So then came time for jury deliberations, and the jury sent a note to the judge. They said that one of the jurors had lied about his criminal history during voir dire.
What?
And he was trying to influence the deliberations based on his experience as a prisoner. The same juror also just ran out of the jury room in the middle of deliberations, and they found him later on another floor of the courthouse. Like, he was just...
How were they picked for jury duty and made it through voir dire?
I don't know. So the judge called the juror, who they, in the paperwork, is only identified as IJ, into the courtroom. And he's like, what's up, my good dude? Like, what is going on with you?
Are we having one?
What's this I hear about your criminal history? And IJ flipped out and then went on what the judge described as, quote, a relentless political tirade.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So security had to remove IJ from the courtroom when he, quote, became physically belligerent.
He tried to swing on the judge?
Apparently he whipped his jacket, rips his jacket off, whips it against the seats of the jury box, and then he took off his shoe and brandished it like a weapon. Like he was aiming for George W. Bush.
Oh, my goodness.
So IJ gets brought back in so the judge can dismiss him from jury service, and he flips out again. And this time he said that Luke was innocent because, quote, he's Italian. And he accused the judge of, quote, representing a Nazi system.
Wow. Do you think Luke had gotten to this?
Oh, I'm sure of it.
And offered him money?
Has
it's like
to
if
be.
you flip,
has to be.
He noticed a jailhouse
or maybe
tat
they just
and he was like,
knew each other. I don't know. So IJ gets...
Now, are they running alternate jurors for this kind of case?
I don't think so.
Because it's not like a profile.
No. IJ gets dismissed, escorted from the building. Luke loses it. He objects to the dismissal, tries desperately to keep him on the jury, which I can understand, but sorry, man.
Dollar store Capone over here.
Totally. So it should come as no surprise that Luke was convicted on 6 of the 9 counts he was charged with.
I'm just glad it didn't go to mistrial or something.
Oh, I know. He gets sentenced to 7 years in prison.
7, wow.
And that included more than 15 months for contempt of court.
Yes.
He was racking it up in there. Like every single time the judge is scratching on the thing.
For contempt of court.
15 months, yeah. He was also ordered to pay $600,000 in restitution for the Degas and about $88,000 in attorney's fees. So of course he appeals. His lawyer, he got a real one for this, said Luke couldn't control his actions because of his, quote, untreated bipolar disorder, delusions, and narcissism.
Also, the Twinkie defense. They
basically
tried throwing that in there.
He said, quote, you have to look at it in the context of his mental illness. He cannot accept responsibility when that challenges his perception of himself. And that did not fly with the Court of Appeals. They're there are a lot of narcissists and bipolar folks out there who don't do this.
And do you know how many we see in here?
Right? So Luke went to prison, and he got out around November 2020 on supervised release. And I wonder if it was one of those COVID releases.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah. Luke is unstoppable, though, Zaron.
No.
He had to keep Lucky Lukeing it up.
Oh, no.
So in July of 2023,
Yes.
a gun that was registered to his girlfriend, so it looks like he got a divorce at some point, was found to have his DNA on it. Now, I don't know how we got to that point, but we got there. Felons can't have weapons here in California, so his supervised release was revoked.
Was the gun used in the commission of a crime?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. And he had to do another 456 days in jail.
Wow.
456. I think they just punched that in on the keyboard. Speaking of COVID just a moment ago, he couldn't resist trying to con the government out of some COVID relief money.
Oh, yeah. There's free money going around.
Oh, yeah. 2024, he gets indicted for just that.
Give me a PPP loan.
Exactly. So according to court documents, quote, on or about January 15th, 2021, Brugnara electronically submitted 2 EIDL applications. That's Economic Injury Disaster Loan.
Sure.
In his own name on behalf of Brugnara Corporation. As Brugnara knew at the time he submitted each application, they contained false representations that were intended to influence the SBA to release EIDL funds to which Brugnara was not entitled. He first applied for a loan of $150,000 from the SBA, which was twice denied. He said the company had 4 employees and its gross revenues the year prior were $13,750,000. So the next month, he went after some of those PPP funds, Paycheck Protection Program. He submitted a PPP application in the name of Brugnara Corporation. And in the application, he falsely represented that his company had 24 employees and had an average monthly payroll of $200,000. And this time he was successful. They gave him around they
were pretty loose with those.
More than $400,000.
Oh, yeah.
So since that worked, he tried a second time, used all the same information. That one got denied and it caught him some charges. And then he did another Oakland escape in May of 2024.
Oh.
I'm going to try not to be insulted by his desire to run from Oakland.
To flee Oakland.
Yeah. So right when he was indicted in a pandemic relief fraud case, Luke was sent to an Oakland residential reentry center to serve the remainder of his prison term on that gun charge.
It's like a halfway house, basically?
Yeah. Okay. So he and another dude immediately escaped. Like he walks in and was like, I'm halfway out now. Takes off. This time they found him pretty quickly in a hotel room near San Francisco International Airport with his girlfriend.
Oh, wow. Those hotels.
Yeah, exactly.
That staff have seen everything.
Everything.
Remember we did the one with the furries where they're all
in
on drugs?
Burlingame. Yeah, that one. So he currently faces 9 felony counts of wire fraud and 3 counts of money laundering thanks to the pandemic.
Currently.
Yeah, the trial is set to start in June 2026.
Oh.
But we're not done. We're not done.
How
not
is he
done.
not done.
In January of this year, Luke was back. According to news outlet SFist, Luke, quote, reportedly put up an illegal chain link fence around a piece of oceanfront property in Daly City that has long been used for its hiking and equestrian trail and is a path to Thornton State Beach.
So why did he put up the illegal
And he
fence?
put up a sign that had like a hand-drawn image of a gun. And it said, trespassers will be shot on site, SITE. So,
like on this site.
On this
we
site.
will shoot you.
So, yeah, basically on this site. So the fence blocks off this trail that the public has used for generations.
Okay.
And as you know, what happens when you tell California beachcombers, dog owners, and hikers that they can't access the ocean, like here go hell come. This is
and especially those with you. I'm assuming this is like the sand duny area that's over the cliffs.
Yes, yeah. So it's San Mateo County. It's south of San Francisco. Daly City would be like the municipality for it. I've mentioned my dude Dan Noyes of ABC7 Eyewitness News I-Team. He's a boss, like old school 60 Minutes, microphone in the face as you come out of your house journalist. He got an exclusive interview with Luke because of course he did. Of course, he's Dan Noyes. Get out of here. So
Shoe leather reporting with Dan Noyes.
Here's what Luke told him, quote,
the I-Team on the case.
Not only is that fence not coming down, it's going to be replaced with a wrought iron fence. So we don't have to worry about people cutting holes in it anymore. That's what he tells Dan Noyes. According to SFist, quote, the ownership structure is fairly complicated, involving multiple parties, some of whom are siblings, all of whom are elderly. So I'm like getting more and more confused as I'm trying to figure this out.
So he's like doing elder abuse and acting like this is his property?
ABC7 Dan steps in to clarify, quote, "The 7 acres surrounded by fence right now at Thornton Beach State Park are owned by 8 people. Real estate investor Luke Brugnara convinced one of them in November to give him their share, a deed for 1/24th interest, and the ability to get more when 2 other owners pass away. Even though he controls such a small portion, Brugnara tells the I-Team that he has a right to fence all 7 acres. And then, so a county supervisor sends a letter to the county, assessor's office asking to investigate, and is like, the deed, this has to be a fraud. This can't be real.
Yeah, there's no way legally.
So that's all going on right now. Like there's news
So if
stories
I drove out
every
there,
day.
I would see the fence.
You could go see the fence right now. And then if you look, there's just like the stories keep popping up. New ones popped up while I was researching this. More from his Dan Noyes interview. Quote, "Dude, it doesn't matter whether I own 1% or 20%. I have a right to protect my interests, and I have a right to protect the property." So much so that a couple recently called 911 after they said Brugnara told them, "If you get near the fence, I will shoot and kill you."
Back to death threats.
Right?
Classic Brugnara.
So the cops roll up.
Yes.
They stop him because he's in a car that's being driven by his girlfriend.
Okay, because I'm sure he doesn't have a license.
Yeah, he's in the rear passenger seat at the time. Riding up front and shotgun was a 9mm Glock in an unlocked case.
Whoa.
Ladies and gents, we got a felon with a gun.
Yep.
He caught that charge as well as for all the threats he was making. And guess what? That was the same gun from 2023 with the DNA.
With the DNA, right.
Yeah. So Daly City, where the fence is located, was going to tear down the fence. But then an associate of Luke's filed a lawsuit against Daly City to stop them.
It's like an injunction, basically.
Yeah, that associate, Luke's 26-year-old girlfriend.
How is she?
And I'm like, honey, okay, hold on. If you're listening, you've got to walk away. You are young. You have better options.
Yes, don't walk, run.
Please, my dear. She denied being his girlfriend, though. She said that he is a real estate advisor to her family. Like, oh, you're in good hands, top shelf. So Luke and the gal pal are living in an RV on that 1/24th of the property.
Van life.
And that's because Lucky Luke is, according to Dan Noyes, quote, facing eviction for disruptive behavior from his single-room occupancy hotel in Chinatown. The owner says Brugnara hasn't paid rent for 5 months, that he harasses other tenants and leaves trash everywhere.
This guy is just like a wreck. Just a movable feast of crap.
If it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have no luck at all right now.
And he's the source of it.
He's the source of it.
It's not like when he said, Lucky Luke, it's the exact opposite. Like everything else he says, it's the exact opposite.
But like this incredible rise and the incredible fall, he goes from like owning all this property downtown San Francisco to living in a van down by the river.
We're speculating. Oh my God, yes. We're speculating. But do you think that girlfriend and their bond is drugs?
In pure speculation, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey, other people have drugs.
He looks
like, just get away from him. If it's the drugs, other people have them.
He looks rough. He's looking rough.
That's what I mean. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. So what's your ridiculous takeaway on this?
It's wild how just from his bio that he wrote and he highlighted his childhood accomplishments, we'll say, you could see the arc of his life. I didn't know what details they would be, but the fact that he would just forcibly, demonstrably, aggressively argue his truth against anybody, including the judge who decides his fate. It's all right there in that bio. Yeah. Just the whole if I say it, I can make it be true. I can make you believe it. Well, that's not how any of this works.
I'm sure that he is unwell.
I would get that idea.
I'm interested to know what his kids' experiences are. They're grown.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
And he says that they're part of the company now.
Still?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how.
I figured that was just old copy.
Yeah, but it's what are they up to? What are they doing? And this has got to be rough on them.
It's got to be embarrassing as all hell.
Yeah, exactly. But I swear to God, like you ask people, like, have you heard anything about this? And like, friends of mine around the Bay Area, friends in Vegas, family, and I'm like,
as soon as we're done, I'm calling friends in SF.
And they're just like, oh yeah, I heard about that guy. So he's just, he's
I'm
a piece
going
of
for
work.
a bike ride soon. If it's far enough, I could go down to Daly City to go see this fence.
Do it. Get a picture.
I want to see if I can get him to threaten me and be like, dude, you spelled your site wrong on your sign. It should be.
Don't go and bring a red marker.
Just cross it
and
out and fix it. It's what's your ridiculous takeaway, Elizabeth?
My ridiculous takeaway is that this guy just like appeared like this vision in the night for me. I needed this. Luke, I needed this. And we've said before too that like all of us are a couple bad decisions away from being on this podcast.
And maybe a few steelhead trout.
Maybe steelhead trout, come on. But like there's so many interesting elements that like I wanted to do side quests on. Like I was really fascinated about the Gilroy property, and I started researching it, and I thought, unimportant, Elizabeth, back up.
Water right contracts.
And then like where did he get the initial seed funding? Like there's all these things. Curious. And I really want to know, like, I want to know more about him. Because he's like a classic ridiculous criminal.
Yes, and very Californian.
And he hits all the trout.
Yes.
Casinos, art. Like, what, are you kidding? Yes. Like, you trying to jam it all in there?
Marin's house.
Yeah. So anyway, you know what I think I do need is a talk back.
Hell yeah.
Talk back. Oh my God, did he just say that?
OMG.
Elizabeth, Zaron, or should I say Regina Corntower and Zaron. I was listening to your episode on George Leslie, and Zaron, you kept calling the money puddin'. And it reminded me of the MTV show The State with Barry and Levon and $240 worth of puddin'. If y'all get that reference, I knew I loved y'all for a reason. Keep up the great work.
Wait, The State was like one of the best shows.
So many comedy geniuses. Like most of Reno 911's cast is on there.
Yes,
I mean, it's incredible. The puddin'. We definitely caught that one.
I love it. I love that she gave us the puddin'. That's all we have for today. You can find us online at ridiculouscrime.com. We're also at Ridiculous Crime on both Blue Sky and Instagram. We're on YouTube at Ridiculous Crime Pod. Email us at ridiculouscrime@gmail.com and then leave a talkback, please, on the iHeart app. Reach out. Ridiculous Crime is hosted by Elizabeth Dutton and Zaron Burnett. Produced and edited by dastardly Dave Kustin, real estate baron of Rhode Island. Starring Annalise Rutger as Judith. Research is by Chair of the Nevada Gaming Commission Marissa Brown and Jabari Wanna Buy a Casino Davis. The theme song is by irate beachcomber Thomas Lee and trout enthusiast Travis Dutton. Post wardrobe is provided by Botany 500. Guest hair and makeup by Sparkle Shot and Mr. Andre. Executive producers are gullible art dealer Ben Bolin and toilet thief Noel Brown.
Ridiculous crime.
Say it one more time.
Ridiculous crime.
Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.